Okay. Are you ready?
Yeah, I'm right.
And don't call me mi amor.
Okay.
Hello, everybody. Hello again. Today, we are having another conversation. We are practicing more English with another subscriber. And those of you guys who have been watching my videos for a long time, you know who this subscriber is. But today, I'm going to treat her just like a normal English student, okay? Somebody who I'm trying to get to know and help with their English. So, could you tell us a little bit about yourself, where you are from, how old you are,
Okay.
things like that?
So my name is Ingrid Suarez. I live in Chicago. Now, now it's 2 years and a couple of months living here. And but I'm from Colombia, from Bucaramanga, Santander. And I'm 27 years old. Yeah, I I work as a nanny, and I come before as an au pair. So a little bit similar but different.
All right, so you live in Chicago, but you are from Bucaramanga.
Mhm.
What is different? What is the biggest difference between Chicago here in the US and Bucaramanga back in Colombia?
I It's just too much. So in my city, the weather is that's what I can think the biggest thing is the weather. Because here is we have the four seasons, right?
Four seasons, yes.
So okay, so that's nice and it's good and I like it. I enjoy it. But when it's winter, can be like really, really difficult, really cold, you know what I mean? And when it's summer, can be nice, but can be really, really hot. Like today, I just don't feel good from the day. So in Bucaramanga, we have just like summertime, there's like a couple times during the year when it's like raining more and it stop raining, but that's it. It's not like if the weather is changing. We even don't look the weather, never ever ever, because we don't care about it. Uh but here you have to check every day, and even in the morning and afternoon if you want to go out. So that, I think that's the biggest thing, the weather.
So, what do you think about Chicago? Do you like Chicago? Do you like to live there?
I love it. Yes. Maybe if I could, I would choose live in another state, because I'm like that really make me sick on winter. So it's not nothing fun being sick all winter. And if you guys know, so winter here is like 6 or 7 months for me. For me, in my opinion, because we say we are in spring, but actually feels like winter for me. So
So, yeah.
yeah, so primavera is like winter.
Okay. So, in all this time that you have been here and learning English, tell me a cool experience that you've had that you would not have been able to have if you did not speak English. Something cool that your English has brought you.
Maybe this is not the coolest, but I was in Colombia because I went to Colombia 9 months after I come here, just to visit my family for 15 days. So I was in Bucaramanga at the airport, and someone who just speak English, um, he asked me something, and I could, I was too able to say,
I was
oh, I was able to say, um, like, oh yes, you can go this like to this door, and then like explain him something. But I don't know why he asked me, because like like 9 months before, I just would be like freezing there and saying like, I'm sorry, I don't speak English. And he was in my country, so I feel like great.
hmm
Yeah.
Yeah, you know what? I know you were probably just so happy that the situation came up and you could use your English. but
Mm-hmm.
it's always really cool to be able to help somebody in your second
Yeah.
language.
Oh, yes. Yeah, yeah.
Okay. So you said you came here because you wanted to find good opportunities, find a job where you could make some good money, right?
Yeah.
So let's talk a little bit about money because it's a very important topic, but sometimes it can be almost taboo, right?
Yeah, it is.
So tell me, what is the situation like with the economy, not just in Colombia, but Bucaramanga? Do the people have enough? Are a lot of people hurting for money? Are there people who have a lot of money there as well? What's it like?
Yeah. It's like a mixed because there is so many people, like rich people, and they have beautiful houses out, like outside of the city, but so close to the city. Um, so yeah, and there's like so many people, like poor people, and like people in the street asking for help, with kids. That's really sad. Sometimes they I don't know how to say this in English, but como alquilar incluso niños. So that is not true. They don't need help. They don't want to work or something. Um, and como hay clase media, baja, alta, like everything. So I don't know what else to say. Like for me, it wasn't like enough opportunities there to find like a good job. Of course, I can have a job and make money, but know what how I want.
Mhm. Okay.
And I
Well,
don't
like,
think my expectations was like so high. It was just like normal people want to have some money, like more money to travel or just to buy a nice clothes. Or and I'm not saying I was a poor person, but I wasn't like happy with. Yeah.
okay. So it's not like some places in Africa where everybody's poor, but
No.
same time, it's not easy to go and get a good job that pays you enough to have extra money.
Yeah.
Okay, interesting. So, are you proud to be Colombian?
Oh yeah, I'm so proud.
Okay, and why? What is it about your country that makes you feel proud to be Colombian?
Kind person who cares about other people, like, to help someone if you can do it, and just nice people.
So you think that's something that is really a Colombian value is to help each other and be kind to each other?
Yeah, yeah. Here in United States, it's more like everyone want to get more and more and more, and they are like so individual.
Mhm.
But if you're, yeah, we are,
Okay. What
and
is the
like,
biggest?
I'm sorry,
No.
like we are, como dices, como familiares, es como muy close with your family. That's
Mhm,
like that is, yeah, eso sí es como muy colombiano o
okay.
latino.
Mhm. Do you think that's the biggest difference between people there and people here?
Um, Maybe, yeah.
What did you say about me? How am I compared to Latino people?
That you are like seco.
Seco.
You are not anymore, and just when I met you.
Okay. All right. This is one of my favorite questions to ask in these interviews because I like to really understand how people's minds work, and it's just so interesting for me. So I really like to ask these kind of personal questions because
Okay.
learning a language is about being able to connect to other people, in my opinion.
Yep.
So tell me, Miss Ingrid, what
I'm
is
afraid.
what is your biggest fear?
Um, I think my biggest fear is to fail. Like not making the right decisions or not being like enough successful. How you say
Not
that word?
enough?
Uh-huh. And yeah,
Okay. So you're afraid of failing, not being successful, making the wrong decisions.
mm-hmm. Yeah.
Okay. Speaking of successful, what does it mean for you to be successful? What would you need to have in your life to think of yourself as a successful woman?
Being happy with my life, with my job, with my, well, con las cosas que tengo. Um, so I don't feel that I need to be like a rich woman to be successful. Um, because, but of course, I want to live good, you know. I want to live with enough money and to help other people, my family, like nothing, like everything you need, you can buy or you can have. Um, but not like a crazy or rich. Like I'm not saying it's bad because I know what you think about this. But I would be just happy having enough to live an amazing life, you know.
Okay. So maybe just enough money to where you don't have to worry about money.
And being happy if I have a job, just I want to be happy there.
Okay. Speaking about jobs that might make you happy, what would you like to do for your dream career? If you could do anything in the world and get paid however much money you want for it, what would you choose?
I want to be a photographer.
Okay, a photographer. And what is it about photography that interests you so much?
What?
What do you like about photography and why do you want to be a photographer?
Because I already started photography a little bit when I was in Colombia, but it was something short. I wasn't interested before, but when I started like to know more like about lights and colors and like, you know, that made me just feel so interesting about pictures and videos. um I I just would like to take pictures or being a photographer about like just people or no sé cómo dices, fotografía de producto, because you can make like amazing things, like create, you know, um, different things. It's just wonderful because it's so like you can use your imagination, like create different things that nobody can do it just with your, you know, mind, pictures, and so yeah.
Okay. And guys, I want to tell you, Ingrid does know about photography. If you look down at my channel name, that super cool picture of me like this, she took that. So I thought that was really cool the way we got the shadows and you could take a simple picture but make it look so cool with the right lighting if you know
Yeah,
how to use your camera the right way. So yeah, I think it's definitely an art and
art.
you
Yeah,
can be very creative with it, right?
yeah, yes.
What do you think it means to love somebody?
Okay. Hmm. Um, I think that just to love someone is not just doing everything to make them happy. It's just also to help them to improve, um, to know when you have to be more calm than that person because maybe it can be inverse.
Yeah.
Like if you are mad with your wife or your wherever, and then but both are so mad, one of them need to be like more calm, so you have to know when you need to do it. And so to love someone is means so many things. And is to take care of them. Um, you don't wanna like they be in a bad situation, so you protect them, right? So you
Mhm.
try to, how you say, guide? No, ¿cómo dices guiar?
Guide them.
Guide them, like in, you know, any situation. Um, yeah.
Are you proud of Ingrid? Are you proud of yourself?
Uh, I'm so proud about Ingrid.
Okay. And what is your
See, you
favorite
can
thing?
say about Ingrid. You say I am so proud about myself.
Yeah. What
Okay.
is it about yourself that you are so proud of?
I think to be to yeah, I really like. I was thinking about this a few days ago, and I have done so many things with so much like being afraid, like with fear, but I did it, and then everything just go where. So I think that's one of the things that I'm so proud
Okay.
to take the risk. I think.
Okay. Because you know what they say, the definition of courage, to be brave, is not to never feel fear. It is to feel that fear and still do what you have to do. That's being brave.
Yeah. Yes.
Okay. All right. Well, thank you so much for talking with me. Um, I appreciate it. I enjoyed it. I want to ask you one last thing. As somebody who has lived here for over 2 years now, somebody who has learned English, what kind of advice would you give to the people watching this who are trying to learn English as well and are really trying to get to this level where they could have a conversation in English? What kind of advice would you give them?
How you say before, like if you have something to that make you really interesting, or how you say make you no sé cómo dices, I forgot the word. In English and in Spanish. Like you are motivated, right? So something that make you real motivated to do to learn, just like find something make you like that, because how you say is not easy to learn language just because maybe for some people it is, but for me it wasn't. So and doesn't matter how much take you to learn, like how long you have to learn, how much you spend like learning, watching videos is or whatever you like to do for learning. Never compare yourself with other people. I think that's my advice, because it's hard or difficult when you do it and see the other people. It's like, how is his name, your friend who make that two videos in your channel?
Oscar, yeah.
Okay, Oscar. When I saw his video, I was like, oh my gosh, he know more, he know English better than me. I can't believe it, how he did it.
Oscar makes me jealous too sometimes, don't worry.
And I was like, how? I can't understand. And I was like, well, because you know, I can't do that because everyone is different. I'm happy for Oscar. I was just like wondering how he did it, but he speak as an English, so I'm happy for him. And I was like, okay, where is he from? And you say he's from Colombia. I was like, oh, that's my people.
Okay, shout out to my man Oscar. Oscar, you make us jealous with your language skills, buddy.
Yeah,
Right.
in a good way.
Very, very good. Oscar is excellent. And he just goes to show what you can do and how good you can really speak another language if you want to, if
Yeah,
you're motivated, and if it's important to you.
right.
Yeah, that's why I like having him on my channel because it shows people, like you said, he's from your country. So you know if he could do it, you could do it too.
Yeah.
Okay, guys, that'll be the end of this conversation. I just want to say, Ingrid is not just a subscriber of mine. She is my girl. Most of you guys know that who watch my videos. But not only is she my girl, but she was one of my first subscribers. So this is actually pretty cool.
Oh.
Yeah, I think I probably had like 5 subscribers when you first when I first showed you my YouTube channel, and I was trying to like impress you, like, yeah, so YouTuber.
But I knew from the beginning that you will do it.
Well, I'm trying my best, and you've helped me a lot with a lot of different things, like the way my lighting is right now. I have my light right here because you taught me how to do that. So Ingrid has been behind a lot of the cool things that I've done on this channel, so she really deserves a lot of the credit for a lot of the uh, how good my videos look. A lot of times people say the quality is really good. A lot of that is because of you, so thank you.
Thank you.
If you want to have a conversation like this with me, email me, send me an email. I'll put a link to my email down in the description below. Send me an email and we will make a video like this. I would love to talk to you. All right. Como siempre, mis amigos queridos, muchísimas gracias por ver y
Nos vemos pronto. Bye.